So guys, big spoiler warning. This review spoils pretty much everything about this film, so if you want to watch this film, go out, watch it, and then come back. You've been warned. Hey guys, welcome back to an episode of Off the Shelf. I'm Time HD, and this week we found Off the Shelf was... Srigala, a 1981 Indonesian horror film very much inspired by Friday the 13th, starring Prima. This film was actually, well, shit. They said, one more thing I want to mention before, just a little trivia thing. They said Ghostbusting, and it came out before Ghostbusters. They predicted the Ghostbusters. So this movie, honestly, I will say, the first half was kind of slow for me. I will say, the second half did pick up, and I was getting into it, and I was enjoying it and laughing with it. But, the first half was kind of slow, developing the characters, and what's going to happen, developing the mystery, who this is, all that, right, getting to know the characters, and then the second half they can kill all of them, and then get the killer doing crazy shit, right? But, I will say, though, I think that second half was my favorite bit. So, essentially, in the first half, like, only one person dies, and that's in, like, the cold open, right? And they never really say who that was. I mean, he was trying to, like, find treasure, and the main villain of the movie wants to keep the treasure all to themselves, so that's probably why. It's because he was trying to get the treasure. So that's why they killed him. But then, in the first half, nobody dies, aside from the cold opening, and then in the second half, like, everybody dies. Or, like, the killer, like, fucking kills everybody. And they all, like, die in succession. Like, they don't, like, gradually die through the film like most slasher films. Like, you know when you watch a slasher film, like, you can tell from the beginning of the movie, like, which characters are expendable and which characters are going to last longer in the movie. Like, you can just tell when you watch horror movies. And, like, you know the first one who's gonna die, you know the last who might survive, you know all that stuff just by inferring from other horror movie tropes and types, like, archetypes for the characters. But this film did something different, and like I said, the characters all die at the end of the film. Not all of them, but, like, the final girl is only the final girl at the very end. Like, they don't gradually, like, pick them off. They kill them, like, one after the other, right? So first, the girl dies, right? One of the girls dies. I think her name was Hesty or something like that. Then, Pono, I think his name was. Pawn. He dies next. And then the old man who was with the group of the scuba diver guys. He dies. And then, one of the scuba diver guys dies. And then after that, a little bit later after that, the other scuba diver guy dies. And then everybody's dead, except for the final girl at the end. And that kind of shocked me, because I'm like, wow, you're just, like, killing everybody, right? We got, like, a half an hour left, and everybody's all like, bow, 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 bow. They're all dead, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's not usually how a horror movie does it, right? They don't usually kill all of them in, like, one, like, in the climax. They usually kill them a couple expendable characters at the beginning to kind of ease the audience into it, but not really. There was also, like, a high-speed boat chase for some reason in this movie. And for some reason, like, the boat that the villain rode, it was like obviously the main character got away, but the boat, like, he was going too fast, I guess, and he couldn't stop it. So he jumped out of the boat, and then the boat just went, just kind of lightly gliding through the water onto like a cliffside or something, and it just randomly fucking exploded like it was an action movie. I mean, I bet they're like, hey, we gotta blow something up. We gotta keep the audience entertained, so let's blow shit up a little. But yeah, that was fun. I also did find the little mystery that was going on with the story a little... it was a little weird, but I did kind of understand it. So, like, there was, like, the Pamela of this movie, I think her name was Hilda, and she was... the killer all along, and she was killing all these people because she had the old man who was leading the group of the guys, the scuba divers. He wanted to find the treasure, but like years and years back, he killed her husband because she paid him to, and he knows where the treasure is, so he's been trying to find the treasure. And I guess like at the end of the movie, she's just kind of like tying up loose ends, and also like making sure that nobody knows about her secret, right? And like nobody tries to get the treasure because she wants all the treasure because her husband was a collector, and she wants all of the treasure to herself. So then she tries to kill the main character. And something that's weird with the main character is she always seems to like. There's like a couple occasions in this movie, like at the end, where she like punches the main villain girl. She punches her and knocks her out, and she doesn't finish her off. She just runs away in the opposite direction. It's like, I get horror movie protagonists are pretty stupid, but like, you have a shovel, just like finish her off. You don't need to run away. She's knocked out. She can't get you in her sleep, right? Just finish her off. I don't know. I mean, she's trying to kill you. It's life or death in this situation. Kill her. But yeah. Oh, that was pretty dumb. But yeah. I found this film quite entertaining. Of course, as I said, the first half was a little slow for me, but I got into it in the second half. And overall, I think I would recommend this film if you're like a fan of weird early 1980s Indonesian horror films inspired by Friday the 13th. You're gonna love this film. But yeah, overall, I do recommend this film if you're like a horror fan. And I think, rate this film a 7 out of 10. Very, very enjoyable and very entertaining. And, yeah, think of something to say, think of some peace. So, guys, I hope you all like this video. Share with friends, subscribe, turn notifications on, comment down below how much you liked it. And I've been from Time HD. I wish I had like a map. Off to hunt some treasure. I can't do it with a straight face. Oh, wait, shit. And hang on, let me do that again.